Hi, my name is Katie. I'm an occupational therapist and a lymphedema specialist. And today we're going to do another workout on the vibration plate, focusing on the legs. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my vibration plate so you will start to hear my voice shake. I prefer to be about shoulder width apart. So shoulder width apart is different for every person, but taking one of your heels and placing it at this spot of the arch of the other foot, and then just rotating your foot over, that's about shoulder level. And I'm actually going to go a little bit further than that today. So to get started with, let's start with a few things that I suggest. Number one, if you wear compression garments, I suggest you put those on. So when we have compression garments and we're on the vibration plate, it can help support the lymphatic system, make it work a little bit harder, hopefully pushing more lymph fluid through our body. And number two, it can help soften the tissue. So if you have compression garments on, hopefully you can slide those on. If not, don't worry about it. So we're going to start with some belly breaths or diaphragmatic breaths, placing one hand on your tummy, one hand on your chest. We do this to make sure that our tummy rises first. You have the option to close down your eyes if that feels good. If not, you can keep them open. And we're going to start with 5 deep breaths. So inhale in through your nose, feel your belly expand. Exhale through your mouth. Feel your belly sink all the way down to your spine. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And it's when we exhale that we're really getting that diaphragm to push against the lymph nodes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Feel all of that air get out of your system. Again, inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Maybe do a pursed lip breath out. Help connect to your pelvic floor. Last time, inhale, feel your belly expand. Maybe go a little bit more air than you did the past. And exhale through the mouth. Let it all out. And it's always kind of fun. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so this takes me back to when I used to talk into a fan for fun. I don't know if you've seen those memes, but I did that for fun. So the way my voice shakes. All right, so let's get into some gentle exercise, again, focusing on the legs. We're gonna start, and I'm gonna take my legs out a little bit further. I like to put my hands on my hips, and we're just gonna do some hip circles. And it does not make a difference which direction you're going, because we're gonna go both ways. But do the movement that feels good to you. Here we are, we're on the vibration plate. So we've got our lymph system moving. This is just to get some extra movement, and that is how our lymphatic moves naturally, is through muscle pumping. A lot of us sit a lot during the day, so this is a great way to kind of get some movement into our lower back, our hips, and reverse your direction. So whichever way you started with, now reverse. And again, just go with what feels good, what movement. If it's too big of a movement and it doesn't feel good on your hips, you don't feel balanced, lower it or make the movement smaller. Perfect. One more time. Very good. So next I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit closer. The stools or the chairs I have in the clinic today, they are not at my height to hold on to, but a countertop would be great. So if you have a countertop, you want a little bit more stability, put your vibration plate next to that to hold on to. If not, you can put your hands on your hips. You can come into prayer space, as we call it in the yoga world, or you can just leave them down at your legs. It doesn't make a difference. But we're going to take a deep inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're going to come up on our toes and then inhale back down. Exhale as we come up. Inhale as we come down. and we're going to do about 10. If you've done any exercises with me before, I don't always count reps. I kind of go by how much time we have. So I know that my vibration plate goes to a maximum of 15 minutes. 15 minutes is a great time for me on the vibration plate. It's not too much of a commitment for us, but it's enough to get that lymph fluid moving, get our muscles pumping, get our endorphins going. And if you want to do more, you could do a walk afterwards. So let's do 3 more, all the way up as you exhale. Inhale on your way down, exhale up, inhale down. And this is a great way to strengthen those calves and get some movement to help push that fluid up. Okay, so next we're going to do something a little bit different. I really suggest a counter next to you if you don't feel comfortable with one foot. But you can put your hand on your hip, you can put your hand on the countertop if you don't want either one, you don't have to. But we're going to go to one leg and then we're going to come up with the other one, tap down. So we're just tapping side to side, making sure that we have our balance before we lift off with that foot. And it doesn't have to be much. And it could be that you're just shifting your weight side to side. So this is a great way to modify, but one side at a time. This is going to help your balance. So again, you can bring your foot up and do one leg at a time. This also helps our hips. This is a movement we don't do a lot during our day. So getting some hip rotation is helpful. But again, if that doesn't feel good, just lean to one side and then back down. Lean to one side and back down. My heart rate is starting to increase just from doing this one-sided movement. Good? Okay. Next, what we're going to do now, our foot's going to go the opposite direction. So if you're lifting off completely, your foot is going to come out to the side. Good. That one was a quick one. Side to side. If that doesn't feel good, still go one leg back to the center, opposite leg. Good. In the yoga world, we really connect to our breath and to our core to keep our balance. And we know that if we have lipedema or lymphedema, or as we age, our balance starts to decrease. And that leads to falls and weakness. So we don't want any of that. So keep going side to side if that feels good, or do the out to the leg. So it's really important to connect to your breath as we do these exercises. And I am switching in between to help whatever method you're doing at home. Very good. Okay, kind of shake that out a little bit. Maybe you do a few steps on the vibration plate. You could do these with a hand weight to add a little bit of a challenge. So try it without, try it with a little hand weight. You just can hold on to it, or 2 hand weights. Another option is to wear a weighted vest. Those are really popular right now. So adding on a weighted vest would increase the difficulty and help build more muscle. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to do a wider squat. So I'm widening my feet. I like my hands in prayer space, but again, you could hold on to your hand weight. You could keep them at your side, but we're going to inhale as we come down, exhale as we come up, squeeze the glutes, exhale all that air out. Inhale down, exhale as we come up, inhale down, exhale up. We're going to do about 10, give or take. Good. I like to be barefoot or with socks on my vibration plate. I like how I feel grounded to the plate. I can feel it move. You definitely can wear shoes though. Some people, depending on their feet, they prefer to wear their insoles in their feet or lifts. So whatever feels good to you. There is no right or wrong when it comes to that. I also kind of switch it up too. It is a little bit warmer where I am today, so No socks, it is. Perfect. And now let's walk it out. Kind of do a little, bring our heart rate back down. And you can walk a little bit wider if you want to, or you can bring it in. Whatever feels better. When we bring it in, you don't feel the vibration as much, at least on my plate. But when we bring it out, and it feels a little funny, but you feel more of that vibration, that shake. All right, so next, wide leg on the vibration plate. We are going to do a static hold. Think of kind of like a wall sit, but we're basically just gonna do a squat and we're gonna hold it 5 seconds and we're gonna do a few of those. So I'm putting my hand position back into prayer space and we're coming down. Really stick your booty out in the back. It feels maybe a little silly, but you can feel and you can see legs shaking here. We've got about 5 minutes of this workout. Good, come back up, squeeze your glutes together, take a deep breath. Good, and back down. Good, try to open up through your chest. And again, your squat doesn't have to be far. It can be just an inch or two. And that is going to give you a good workout. You have to meet yourself where you are. We don't compare ourselves or shouldn't compare ourselves to other people. Any movement's good movement. You're exercising, you're on your vibration plate. Okay, one more time. We're gonna come down. Good. Really connect to your heart space if that feels good. I like to squeeze my hands together. But again, you could have it on your hips or you could have it holding a weight and then back up. Very good. Okay, wide-legged walk, if you will, kind of cool your heart rate down. We're going to move on to our cool down. It was that easy for 15 minutes, right? So we've got a little bit of a walk. And then I'm going to have you place your hands on your hips. And we're going to do some circles. Kind of going back to what we started with. Again, these usually feel really good for me, especially in the morning and in the evening. And just notice how you feel, right? So notice how, now that we're finishing up our 15 minutes, good reverse directions, how maybe you feel a little bit more loose. Maybe you feel a little bit more energized. Maybe you feel a little fatigue. No right or wrong, and it depends on the day. Very good. Bring your feet in just a little bit, and let's do a couple of our calf raises all the way up and down, up and down. This is 3, or we're going to go to 5, 4, and 5. Perfect. Wide leg on your vibration plate, in with 3 diaphragmatic breaths, belly breaths, one hand on the tummy, one hand on your chest. Take a deep inhale in through the nose, feel your belly expand. Exhale through your mouth, let all that air out. Feel your heart rate start to lower. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And last time, inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Get all of that air out. Let your hands come down at your side, palms facing forward. Bring your arms out to the side and up. Have them meet in the middle. Come back down to your side. Inhale all the way up. Exhale as you come down. One more time. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale as you bring it down. And thank you so much for joining me for another vibration plate exercise routine. If you want to do more, you can restart the video. And if you want updates on when I post new videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please leave me any comments or questions that you may have.